All right, welcome to another Demarcation Media live stream. It's a bit of a hectic morning. It rained really hard where I am last night, and it came under my door. So I came down to my studio this morning, and there was like water everywhere. So that was fun. Luckily, though, it didn't mess up anything, and we have today the Action Edition Soundwave. Now, this was originally going to be a Shining version 3 stream, but Blokees sent something to replace the Shattered Glass Optimus that I was missing, and they also sent this along, and they were like, hey, can you do this first? And I was like, I sure can. So that is what we are going to be doing today. Let's see. Foolish Gamer, Andrew Z Rocket, Bobby Bob, Otis the Anthony, Theo, November Gamer, Optimus Prime, welcome, welcome. This box looks fantastic, by the way. Also, I thought Megatron came with a lot of stuff. Soundwave comes with so much. We've got like so many little extras because we have Rat-Bat, we have Laserbeak, we have Ravage, and we have Rumble. Look at this. This is great. Flames Reviews, Skyrim X Kylie, welcome. Transformers meme, Mr. Chungus, is Devastator in yet? No, unfortunately not. They still have not shipped my Devastator parts. You lost your Minecraft worlds? Because worlds aren't account-based? What? That sucks. Man. Yeah, I heard about that being account, or like there being issues with that. You should, if you have a PC, be able to access them still. But on another system, that's, I don't know. Also, for everybody watching, keep in mind there is like a, I don't know, 30-second delay on the stream. So if you say something in the chat, wait a few seconds at least for me to reply, because it's not going to be instant. I know a lot of people, especially the last stream, kept saying the same thing over and over again, even if I had already answered. So just keep in mind, there's a little bit of a delay. Cancel plans with the boys just to watch this. Well, hopefully this is worth the change of plans. Oh, this is the... Well. This is the sound box and light box, and this is the magnetic activator. So we're going to put that up over here. This is literally just a master grade. So I built Megatron. I haven't built Optimus, but I built Megatron. And I liked Megatron, but my big complaint with him was his joints were too loose. And I also found out that some of the hip attachment points were very fragile, and they ended up breaking on me. So my Megatron is currently without legs. So I've heard that this guy is a lot more refined. So I'm hoping that's actually the case. Review on the Bandai Gypsy Avenger. Wait, you mean the kit or the Tamashii Robot Spirits one? Because I actually did a review on the Tamashii Robot Spirits one long time ago. But I never got the model kit. I wanted to, but I never did. Oh, we got the articulated fingers. That was the most struggle from the last one. Alright, so let me lay out these runners in a fashion that I can see them. The kit. I have to see how much that costs these days, but I suppose it's always possible. If I can track one down for cheap, then I could always do a build stream of it. Because we would definitely be doing more build streams of model kits as time goes on. Oh my. So this bag that I just poured out, this is entirely the like printed part. Oh! They pre-assembled it. So this piece was the one that got me last time. For Megatron, the piece inside snapped, so then his hip didn't work. They pre-assembled it this time for you. Interesting. It feels way tighter. That's very good. Roki, welcome. It's 114. Golly, that's a lot of money for a kit that size. You're customizing your Action Edition Optimus Prime to be a nemesis. Okay, that sounds actually really cool. I think I would be tempted to do that if I ever get Optimus. Okay, we have a lot of pieces here. A lot of pieces. So much color separation is going on. All right, so let's get building here. So we need the face parts. So his face. And again, if you guys are not familiar with these kits, they're like master grades, but you don't really need any tools for it. You just can kind of assemble it. So we got that. We are going to need his... Oh, they sprayed it red. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. We have this little piece here. 114 is the DX set with the LED. Still, that's a little pricey. For what those kits are, they're not like groundbreaking or anything. 60. Ooh, still. See both Megatron and the secret version. Yes, I got the secret version through another collector. Your Blokees are arriving Friday. Very nice. Galaxy version 8. I think that Galaxy version 8 will be different. We'll either get more G1 or more IDW. I don't think the next wave will be Transformers 1. I think that would be too much Transformers 1 back to back. I could see them doing Transformers 1 for 9, perhaps. But not the next one. His face underneath actually looks kind of cool without the parts on it. Supersonic Sauropod, welcome! Wiz, welcome! You were going to go live because you were going to be gone with no reception? Well, it looks like that. What the heck? He looks like oh, there's something that looks like that. It's like a... Here, will it focus? It looks like a police officer. Yeah, this guy, you nearly lost the ball joint connector because it came off the sprue. Oh, I almost did that for Megatron. I nearly lost something there. Yeah, that's the downside. So with clipping them off the runner, there's less chance of that happening. But since Blokees went for the no tools route, it is easy to accidentally knock them off en route. What classic class? I have most of the classic class figures. I'm actually missing most of the original ones. So RC, Mirage. Is it just RC and Mirage? I might just be missing those guys. And of course some of the special editions, because special editions are, some of them are basically impossible to get now. Can I get this lined up? There we go. There's so many layers to this head. Man, I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. Authentic barricade, which is the hardest secret for me to find. Right now, so I have to get some of the secrets from the original couple Galaxy Waves, and like Soundwave's really pricey. Megatron from Shining Wave 1 is really pricey. Shockwave is really pricey. I haven't tried getting them yet because I had to just buy the two super rare Defenders, so I can cover those. And yeah, there's just, some of them are just too expensive. This would include Sludge, Robot, and Dino Shrapnel, Hot Rod, RC. I feel like it's likely that we'll see an RC since they did just make the new body. And also, I think it's likely we'll see Hot Rod since they just introduced him in the Galaxy version. Also, this is a very fine looking head. Look at that. There we go. So that came together very smoothly. That was quite enjoyable. All right, so then this is the core of the body. So we're gonna set that aside, and then is this H? Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of H. Oh wait, there's 2 H runners. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of these. So we need 14. Oh, well that just came right out. Look at that. That was easy. And we need 28. Let's see if the connections are any good here. Have you seen Scarface? Don't think so. Blastoise? Welcome. How's my day? It has been an interesting day because, like I said, I came down to my studio this morning to find it very flooded. So that was a fun mess to clean up. Oh, this is a ratchet joint. What? Yeah, that one's even a little bit of a ratchet joint. Okay. So far, most of the connections feel nicer. Shiny version Megatron Secret is very difficult and hardest to find. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even know that he was a thing for a while. But yeah, he looks nice, but man, expensive. And I need to try and track one down eventually. Because I want to do like every Megatron video, but I don't know. I also need to get the Soundwave, the rare one, which I may end up just showing a picture in the video because that one's also expensive. And I have every other Blokees Soundwave so far except for the rare and the exclusive, like, special edition clear one that's a China only. Combat shotgun for cleaning up flooding. Yeah, great idea. I'll blast all the water back out the door. There's nothing that could go wrong with that. 5. Oh, that's a thick piece. Okay. It would be based on the 86 movie. I don't know if they would do a wave entirely based on just the 86 movie because they seem to have... they seem to not want to just stick to that because they've done waves mixing G1 and IDW, so I feel like that's more likely to see another mix of things. Okay, look at this. You got to pay close attention here, it seems. Yeah. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's the same distance both ways. Andrew Z Rocket. Well, thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Oh my goodness. That's a stiff joint, which is good. That's what I want to see here. We need Hound. Yes, I want a full Hound. What if they made a full wave of 13 primes? Again, I feel like that's not super likely, but never say never. I really want a... Oh, I don't know why I put this on already. I needed to clamp it around the thing first. I really want a War for Cybertron or a Transformers Prime wave. One of the two. A mini... Hey, what? Is this Transformers 1 style or G1? This Soundwave, if that's what you're talking about, this is 100% G1. G1 all the way. The Transformers 1 version is a lot thinner. A lot thinner. Okay, pop that. Am I doing this right? I think I need to bend this down. Whoa! Let me just throw it across my studio instead. Maybe that'll help me. Okay. That doesn't seem right. Oh, it's not right. That would be... Oh, no. This is the thing, is you really do gotta be careful when building these things, because when you snap them in place in the wrong spot, golly, it's a bad time. Shockwave and gun mode. So there's a Shockwave. Oh, there's one. Shockwave is a pre-order exclusive to China. Yes, I know. Another China exclusive. But yes, he is a exclusive thing. Oh, I think I put... Oh, I got bamboozled here. I see what I did. They showed me how to put it on one way. Okay. There we go. And I guess I just need to take this off again. Where is his sound box? This is the sound box. The core here is the sound box. Come on now. This is why you pay attention to the instructions and the orientation of things, because it showed you how to face it forward to remove the little battery tab, and then I was like, oh yeah, that's just the way that you're supposed to assemble it. Said Prime. Oh. Is Rumble the same size as Galaxy version? Well, we are going to find out. Also, for those of you who ask which one my favorite figure is, this fella. He'll stand up over here. EX Bayverse Prime. How the heck am I going to get this off? This is very, very hard. Well, this gives me more purchase anyway. Yeah, this is there we go. Suboptimal. Oh, the guy who uses his mom's account. Welcome. Whew. Okay. Let's try this again. So this needs to actually go on this way to properly... No, hold up. It does go on that way, but this needs to be rotated around like this. Okay. Yeah, I just need to take this off. Okay, so we have this, and then this needs to go on like this. Here we go. All right, we're back on track. We are back on track. Also, it's quite hot where I live, and it is quite hot in my studio. So if I look sweaty, it's because I actually am. It's actually just that hot here. How much is this Soundwave? I think he goes between like 30 and 50, depending on where you buy it. I know some people try to sell him for like 70 online. I don't think that's retail, because the other couple have been like 40 or 50, which is, it's pretty comparable to like a master grade price. Oh, look at that. That just slots right in there. Some tabs. And then we need runner C. Where is runner C? Wait, what? Oh, no. We need A3. and runner C is a little one. It's quite cold here. In the UK, they're about 40 quid. Yeah, it seems about right. It seems about right to me. Oh, here we go. Here are those little panel parts. I will for sure be doing a video about all of the different sound waves now that I have this guy. Like I said, I might have to show some pictures for some of them, but oops, come here. I'm gonna pop this. This is some high-end color separation. I mean, that's some tiny color separation. You get characters like IDW. Rodimus, IDW Rodimus would be sick, actually. I think his design there is super cool. Alright, and then this is also going to stick in here. Pop that right in there. And then this is going to go. Oh, well, would you look at that? Seamless. Seamless. That's fantastic. Also, I really like how their instructions are in color. They don't really need to do that because Gundam instructions are never in color aside from like the first page. But I appreciate it. I think it's a nice touch. Where's the spot with the neck hole? Ah, there it is. Like the Halo Infinite update. I have yet to play it, but I really want that EOD. Have I watched the Netflix War of a Cybertron trilogy? I have not. Purely because I haven't had the time. More than anything else. Okay, so we got this. And then we need runner H1. Which is this part right here. And then we need, from this runner, we need B31. Here we go. You want Galaxy version Galvatron? I've never been a huge fan of Galvatron. I guess depending on the version that they make, he could be cool. But I always thought he was even more goofy than Megatron, at least in my opinion. Alright, we got that. And then this just settles in here. Oh, well, it does. Well, would you look at that? And then this is just going to slot together. And now he's very much looking like a cassette player. And then we need his back plate, which I had a minute ago. Here it is. It's a very smooth build so far. Aside from me making those few mistakes. That wasn't on Blokees. That was my not paying attention. But I feel like these definitely go quicker than master grades. Even though these, they feel just as complicated, at least to me. Oh, I see. More color separation. That's really, really good. Did I get the Devastator pack? Shozi has still not shipped it. Basically, they took more pre-orders than they had stock, and now I have to wait a while. I'm hoping that they don't take too long, but I have no idea how long it's actually going to take. Ooh, look at that. That is some nice color separation there. Look at this. Look at that color separation. Brutal. I watched a few clips of it, and I was honestly wishing that they were making it a little bit more brutal. Because a lot of times, I feel like shows like that will pull their punches just so that the main characters don't die off too fast. And I was kind of like, I wish that it was a little bit more brutal. At least from what I saw. Oh yeah, so we're going to take the glass, pop the glass in like this, and then we sandwich the yellow rim over top. That is fantastic. And then this will just pop right in like that. Oh, that's a little more loose than I was expecting. Oh! Whoa, would you look at that? So, if you press this little... Oh, let me get it right. If you press the little white bit, it pops open the front. Was not expecting that. Not going to lie. All right, so now we've got a torso. So we're going to put the torso over there. We're going to put the head over there. And now we need a waist unit. So, what's H2? H2 has our parts. H2. I gotta say, I have to admit that when this was first revealed, I was like, okay, it's cool, but like, I'm not super interested. I'm more interested in the little guys overall. And after Megatron, I was a little bit like, I don't know if I feel like struggling with another Action Edition. So when Blokees didn't at first say they were going to send it, I wasn't too miffed about it. But I have to say, Soundwave is becoming more and more my favorite Decepticon. And I'm actually quite pleased about this. Okay, so we have this. Is this the correct piece? Yes, it is. So we have this, and then this is going to peg in here. This is better be correct. And then this is going to peg in here. So he's going to have drop-down hips. Seems tight enough. Dark Series things. What about the show? Optimus voice. Yeah, that's fair. I feel like the War for Cybertron games got it perfect. Like I like that story so much. It makes me reluctant to watch some of the shows because I just don't know that they will quite equal that. Cause that showed the war so well. Interesting. They used ball joints here, so this part of the waist can tilt. You guys can see that. It's a tilting piece. Optimus Prime, gotta go. Your phone is dying. Well, thank you for stopping by. Go charge your phone, and I will see you around, hopefully. Blokees has a quality issue with their toys. I wouldn't say that. I mean, so here's the thing. People keep saying this, but like, they're model kits. At the end of the day, they're model kits. And if you're not careful, you will break model kits. That's how it's basically always been. So I understand it to some degree. There are definitely things they can tighten up, and I think that they will because, you know, they've been adapting pretty nicely to most of the things that pop up. But yes, there are occasionally problems with the things, but that's just how all toy companies are. There's always some problems here and there. Soundwave just wants to take care of his boys. Pretty much. Soundwave superior mindset is spreading. Yeah, pretty much. That's correct. Action Edition Blaster. I feel like that would be pretty cool because I don't think that he gets a lot of attention. I don't think Blaster really does. I feel like people just kind of forget about him. Top 10 favorite Blokees? I don't know if I can say that here. That sounds like a whole video to me. I might have to do a top 10 best Blokees video. 6 characters I want to see in Shining version. 6 characters? I don't even know if I know 6 characters that I could name off the top of my head. I want Hound for sure. I don't know. I don't really care whether it's Defender or Galaxy version, but I want a Hound. I'd love Bayverse Hound, but I don't think that's going to happen. Rodimus would be kind of cool. IDW one. Honestly, any Shattered Glass or IDW designs. I really like those ones. Do I prefer silver or white on the Transformers 1 Soundwave? I'm not sure. How far back is my chat? I don't know. Classic Class Optimus Prime, when you're done building, the joint just broke. Well, first of all, again, it's a model kit, and you have to treat it like a model kit. That being said, if it's just a replaceable joint, that's actually not a massive loss. You can just swap the joint out. But yeah, I mean, I have the Golden Lagoon. The Golden Lagoon set is really quite bad. I barely touch them because they're breaking so much, and that's just because of the plastic they used. But done in Shining version. Oh, well then we definitely need an Optimus. Like a redo of Optimus would kind of be necessary. Maybe of Sentinel. I'd love to see a cogged Ironhide in the newer articulation. I don't think that we need a uncogged one again, but I think if they just did the same idea, but with the new articulation and a cog, I think that would make a lot of sense. JKNKY. The person who always comment on videos. Well, welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Okay, put that backwards. Oh, I can snap this on. Oh, well, interesting. All right. All right, so we have a waist unit. We are on to the arms. Left arm first. So, here, pop those back in a more orderly fashion. We need H118. Here we go, H118. Mojo spoil, shattered glass. Shining version always has one exclusive. Yeah, that's true. Do I think the Devastator expansion pack will ever go global? I think potentially. So the reason why they can't make it go global right now is because Hasbro doesn't want them to. Because Hasbro is releasing their Devastator. And if Blokees also released one, that would be competition. So maybe once the Hasbro one is done releasing, it might be more likely to see that. Oh, Optimus Prime, welcome back. Okay. So we have this. I think this is also going to be a ratchet joint. I think it is. And we need shoulder bits. Where are the shoulders? Yes, here we go. So we need 20... No, that's not 24. We need 11. Part 11. Okay, as comment who reply. I would try to reply to most people. And I think I recognize most people in the chat. You stole some battery packs? Like a remote charging pack? H1. That's where my piece is. H1 23. And then B 24. There it is. To go at 1 if the stream lasts that long, just giving a warning. Yeah, you come and go as you need to. We'll see how far we get though. So this is more color separation. This is some nice detail work. And we put the rest on. And then I'll give you guys a closer look. Look at that. Look at that color separation. Go global in a month or two. Getting... to answer your question, Dan, is that AI boost? I do have Gundam nippers. However, these are so lightly attached to the runners that it doesn't really help all that much. It's actually more of a process for me to pick up my nippers, cut the pieces off, and then put it back down, as opposed to just popping it off, because these are made to be built without any tools. Oh, interesting. So that moves. That's definitely a bit loose, but I think that's just to move the shoulder, so that's fine in my book. Oh, you're getting Golden Lagoon? Wave 1 or 2, because if you're getting Wave 1, you build that and do not touch it very much because those gold joints will break. They kind of messed up a little bit with that one, unfortunately. And they know that's why they fixed the second wave. They did a lot better with the second wave. But yeah, I don't touch mine like at all anymore. Should do a Helldivers or Halo stream. I do want to do a Halo stream soon. The plan perhaps can be for next week. We'll see. But yeah, the Blokees stuff, of course, takes priority over game streams because we can do the game streams whenever. I need to finish doing Halo 2. I need to do some of the new Halo Infinite season. Oh wait, where did 8 go? Ah, 8 already fell off. How convenient. Blokees partnership gets secret information. The Lego Soundwave Ultimate. Lego Soundwave? What? So I do sometimes know information a little bit ahead of time, but right now I don't have any information. Also, if I had any information, I couldn't share it anyway. But sometimes I do know some things beforehand. To leave now, you're done. Customize Nemesis Prime, send it to you on Instagram. Yes, please do. I'd love to see that. And thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend, Transformers meme. We will hopefully see you around. Oh, okay, interesting. The newsletter, yes, the newsletter is a good way to get info. The second Golden Lagoon, no, the second Golden Lagoon is, from what I heard, a lot better because they use entirely different plastic. So you don't have to worry about the second one so much. The first one is the one that's a struggle. Am I going to watch the new Jurassic World movie when it comes out? I probably will. I'm probably not going to see it in theaters because honestly, that the franchise feels like they just keep doing the same thing over and over again. It's like, oh no, somebody made dinosaurs. We really shouldn't do that because they want to kill us. And then next thing we know, somebody's doing the same thing because they didn't learn last time. So I don't know. Well, it might be good, but I'm not super excited for it. I'll watch it when it comes out to like rent or whatever. Wait, what? Oh, that would probably help if I put it in the right spot. There we go. So we got our little color separated red. Oh, the guy who uses his mom's account. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, so this is for his arm. Oh, I see. 21. And then we need some more white parts. So we need 28. There's a lot of nice detail on these parts. 28 and 26. Oh, I'm not looking forward to putting the fingers together. I am not looking forward to that. Okay, so we do this. And then we do that. All right, looks good. And then we do this. Cool. Arm bend. Gets a pretty good arm bend. Definitely a little on the loose side. Not horrible. Yes, you do for sure need to be careful with the Golden Lagoon thing. I wish it was not like that, but yes. That is what has to happen. Lego cake or Alpha Trion. It might need it to be bigger. Plucky's Undertale. The Superman movie. Is that out? I saw some of the trailers for it. I'm a little worried that they're trying to do too much. It's like they're kind of packing a lot in there. Okay. Time for the fingers. So I will get the what runner is that? A1. Where is A1? Here we go. Keep struggling. I mean, part of doing the live stream is to read the chat. I would probably have built this a lot faster, not reading the chat, but where's the fun in that? Okay. So we're going to, this is going to be difficult. So we're going to do this one. And we're going to pay close attention. So 2. Last time I got Megatron's fingers mixed up, so we're not going to do that this time. Do I do custom? What? Kind of what? So, the Defender gold figures don't seem to be made of the same plastic. They seem to be made of something a little different. 3? The gold is a plastic, not paint. All of the gold figures for Defender are actually gold plastic. The Soundwave is. Golden Bee from the first one is also that. They seem to be holding up fine. Top 10 Blokees by the end of the year. That's entirely possible. That is definitely possible. I'd like to do ranking Blokees. Maybe I can do ranking Blokees as a, like Blokees waves as a live stream. Who knows? Okay. All right, I think we got it. So we're gonna put on this. Articulated fingers is such a cool idea, but oftentimes it ends up being a little bit of a struggle. Because like sometimes they can end up fragile and it's easy to disassemble them too much. But hey, we've got some now. And we will assemble. Oh, I forgot. They give you, I was going to say, why is there a hole here and not on the instructions? You get alternate parts depending on if you want to have the hole or not. So we can actually take this part off. Golden Bee. No, all of the gold Defender figures are the same color. Oh, yeah. So we can cover up the peg hole with this. Wait, is that the right direction? No, it's the wrong one. What's my favorite Blokees action figure? There he is, presiding over the build in the corner. Okay, there we go. So, we get an arm now. So we can get a bend, and then it can pop out a little bit more, and you can get a little bit more of a bend. I think that's fairly respectable. I would wish for it to be a little tighter, but we'll see if it actually causes any problems. It might not, because it really only would be a problem with putting weight of his little cassette guys on his arm. H2, 16. Yep. Do you remember you did rating Optimus Primes? I did 2 rating Optimus Primes so far. I did Galaxy version and I did Classic Class. I want to do the same thing for a lot of the figures, but there's a lot of rares that are a struggle to get, which is why I have not done all of them yet. Okay, put it this way. Put it this way. You can use a dot of super glue. Yeah, you can also just disassemble the joint and paint some onto the peg, and that will widen it. Now, that's actually how I broke my Megatron, because his hips were so loose. I was trying to film the video, the review, and I couldn't finish because he kept falling over because his hips just could not hold his weight. So I put that on there, and that showed me that the plastic was actually not that strong because it exploded the hip joints, and I just could not repair it. Because the amount of tightness that those pieces needed, compared to like the joint strength, it just didn't work. None of his joints are loose at all. I would say that the elbow is a little loose, because that's not going to tighten up. It's not bad. It's not like horrible, but it's a little bit. S86 Optimus has good hand articulation. Well, that's because his fingers are not individually articulated from what I saw. He has like a clamp hand where his fingers move as a unit. Which I'm like, it's fine, but at that point I feel like just having some swappable hands would have been more worthwhile. I think your chat is a minute or two late. Yes, it's like, depending on your internet connection, I know on my end it's about 30 to 40 seconds behind. I said that at the beginning of the stream just because it confuses people. But yeah, then if your internet connection isn't like super fast, then you'll get another like anywhere from 10 to 20 seconds of delay. It's unavoidable. It just kind of happens. Maybe there are some ways that I could make it faster, but I have not found those ways yet. How many Galaxy version did I complete? I have... Well, I'm missing the rare... So I'm missing rare Soundwave, Grimlock, Shockwave, and Shining Megatron. But I have basically everybody else. Here we go. Thought you said you weren't going to review the Action Edition stuff. No, I never said I wasn't going to. I just said that I only will do it if Blokees sends it. And they had said they wanted me to, but then they hadn't sent it. And so I was like, I don't know if I'm going to review them. But I'm not opposed to it. Buy a full set if you get the secret one. Or you don't get the secret anymore. Yes, that is correct. Are you still delayed? Everybody's still delayed. That's just kind of... The stream never is not delayed. There's always some level of delay. Alright, pop that together. Cool. And now we need the white section again. We'll do this. And then we'll do this. And then... this, and then this. Okay. Oh, and we're gonna need this. This is the alternate peg hole piece, but we'll still need it off the runner. People hate parts forming, then ask for swappable hands. I have no issue with parts forming. I personally am 100% okay with that. If it makes the end result look nicer, I'm all for parts forming. Where did my knife go? Also, I really need to swap this paper. This paper is getting old and worn out. Oh, it's over here. At that point, let me just grab my hobby knife. There's this one nub that doesn't look great. Oh my gosh. I've had some of my Halo collectible cards get sopping wet. So it's very soaked. It's kind of sad. It's leaving wet spots on my desk. Alright. So you had to use nippers on... No, I haven't run across... The only time I really used nippers was on this dude because I didn't want to damage any of the paint. So I would just do a nip with the little nippers, and then that would keep it from getting too damaged. But that's the only time I really use them. Am I going to combine Devastator live? We will see. I don't know if it would be long enough of a combination to warrant an entire live stream. But we'll see. Oh, yeah, it's because I'm looking at this whole piece backwards. That would explain things. Blokees can send you a free case. It is very helpful because then it means I can bring you guys way quicker reviews. Would I ever do a collection of Blokees? Like a collection video? Yeah, I might. I did one in my last studio, but that was before I had many Blokees, so it might be time to do a new one soon. Can you please accept my Instagram? I am not currently on Instagram, but I can check it later. Okay, there's that. Okay, we have the swappable part. We'll just put the one without the peg on it. Okay, the other hand. Let's get the other hand out of the way. Where's my back plate? Wait, which runner is it again? A1. Here we go. It's in here. Tour of his museum. I need to organize things better to actually have it be a proper tour. Because, you guys can kind of see a bit behind me, but, like, the stuff that's on my shelves is not all of... Like, a lot of my Mega and a lot of my Lego are currently packed up from the last time I moved. So, I still need to unpack them. I still have to find space. Hey, Flames is still here. Female Blokees. Rankings. What? Okay, I will say I don't understand people's, like, obsession with the female bots. Also, there's not that many of them, so there's not really a ranking that can happen. There's what? Like 4? RC, Classic Class RC, Classic Class Elita, Galaxy Elita. There's 3. There's 3. That's it. I don't think that's enough for a ranking. What is the cricket? What's the cricket emoji? You said you have all the pieces except for the upgrade kit. Correct. Hey, Transformers meme, welcome. Yes, I have all of the pieces for Devastator except for the upgrade kit. So I have all the vehicles needed, but I'm waiting for Shozi to ship my upgrade kit. All right, we got another hand. Oh, these fingers are stiff, which is partially good and also partially, like, concerning because I don't want to break the fingers just trying to pose them. Okay, let's assemble this arm. Pop that on. Pop that on. Boom. His arm is done. So we'll set that over there. Shockwave was the first time I got a double figure. Yeah. I don't think I'd gotten a double figure up until that point. Okay, H1. I need H1. Which is this one. H1. 34. Oh, the feet. I forget the feet are so complicated. 37. And then 36. Yeah, I always forget the feet are massively complicated. More Shockwave. Females, exactly. Who Blokees makes Attack on Titan? I don't know how likely that is, but I suppose, like I said, anything's possible. I'm mostly just looking forward to their Star Wars figures come this fall. They're probably not going to be in the US for a good bit because Hasbro licensing, but I can't wait to see what they do with that. Okay, and then we need 8. What is 8? Here we go. 8, and we will need 9. I mentioned Hong Kong. The weather reports that they have a hurricane. Ooh, that's not fun. Yeah, hurricanes are not exactly ideal painting weather. Okay, it looks like he's going to have a toe hinge. Megatron had a toe hinge, so makes sense that they would do a similar assembly here. And then we need H3, 5. Oh, there's 2 5s. Interesting. Shattered glass from Galaxy version 2 came with his axe. I mean, an axe, I guess, would kind of be nice, but I don't feel like it's a massive loss. Blokees have Star Wars action figures? Not yet, but they have the license and they will be making them. The little reveal they did said in the fall. They'll reveal them. Ooh, this has a lot of connection points on it. How does the Blokees sponsorship work? Well, it's okay. So it's technically not sponsorship because they don't actually pay. They just provide product. So essentially, they will provide product, and then they'll say, "Hey, this will be available at this time. So you can make some content at this time," and then I make some content. It's not too complicated. And then oftentimes, if there's like any sort of issue, then I'll relay that back to them. If there's a design flaw or something, I'll tell them about it. Come on, buddy. There we go. And now we have a foot. And we need... I don't know why I keep putting the H runners back underneath of things. Someone say Blokees were duplicate. Oh, yeah, I saw... Yeah, somebody said that. They said they got it twice. I don't know about that. Bumblebee movie characters in Galaxy version. I would love to see that, but I don't think they're doing that anymore. I think that they're kind of done. H1. 3? Oh, this is H2. No wonder I can't find the piece I'm looking for because it's not actually on here. 3. There we go. Hold up, what? Did I skip? No, I didn't skip a step. Is that just a whole piece? Okay. H2, 6. But then what's that piece? Oh, they're pre-assembled stuff. That's why. That's why they didn't say what it was. Okay, so we've got this. And, oh, would you look at that? Is this not a joint? Doesn't look like it. That's interesting. Excited for the upcoming brands, Blokees. Yes, DC stuff. I think the DC stuff is going to be awesome. H3 15. I can't wait to get some, like... Because they're going to do Batman for sure and Superman. Blokees, Batman, and Superman are going to be so cool. There's not a ton of good DC figures out right now anyway, so that makes it even better. Oh, that is the knee joint. Okay, but that isn't. Yeah, I'm confused. That seems like it would be a joint. No, interesting. So I guess maybe he has single-jointed knees? Is that how this works? Huh? Hang on a minute. I'm confused. Is this? No, that looks like it's supposed to move. Oh, what the heck? It's like a tendon. There's like a tendon. What? Okay, that's kind of crazy, insane. What? The engineering on this has leveled up. Huh? The flame toys. Wait, Flame Toys has a Soundwave? Wait, I actually think I heard something about that. The stylization of them is quite nice. H3, 1 and... Oh, 1 and 17, okay. Okay, this is kind of crazy. So we're gonna... Now I really want to see how this works when the leg is fully assembled. I wish more US people did model kits. I mean, like, the toys here in the US are just... Oh, that's silver, isn't it? It is. E18. Oh, there's one 18. Oh, right, because each leg is slightly different. Oh, this way. Can I show the sound feature at the end? Yes, we will for sure give the sound feature a test. Blokees Mount Rushmore? Is it Chonky Boy? I have to look at the Flame Toys one again. I'm still just baffled at how they pulled that off. Man. Innovation. So I'm waiting to see if I can get a hold of Blokees Marvel Wave 3. And then I have a video planned that I want to look at all of the innovations of Blokees because they've innovated so much in such a short time. And I think not everybody has been able to appreciate it. So I want to make a video talking about that. But I'm waiting for Marvel because the Marvel Wave 3 has some significant upgrades that I want to talk about. You might get Soundwave to go with the Miku that you just got. I saw somebody painted their Soundwave in the Miku colors. It fooled some people into thinking that that was actually a real thing. Okay. We'll get some of the detail to stick through there. And then this is going to go... Where is this going to go? Like this. Okay, cool. Now, we have a piece of the leg. We need some parts from E. E1. We need E4. And this. Trumpeter. Oh yeah, I've seen some of the Trumpeter's kits. I've thought about grabbing some, but I just haven't yet. He's going to have a slider piece. Interesting. Optimus Prime returns again. Hot take. Think of Blokees bodies are weird. You think it's unnatural? Like the Marvel ones? I mean, yeah, it's a bit stylized. It took a little bit to get used to. I think it's pretty neat. I'd love to get an extra Falcon and see if I can get somebody to 3D print me some parts to turn him into a Halo 2 ODST. So I think that would be really, really good. Oh, is this the slider? Where is it? Here we go. So you can Cliff Jumper amazing. Can you please get a shout out? I don't really just give people shout outs because I'm like, here's the thing. People ask for shout outs and I'm like, well, I said your name when you joined. And a shout out is typically go check out this person's content. If I don't know what type of content you make, I'm not just going to tell people to go check it out. That's not really how this works. Yeah, I think this is the slider piece that I was just warned about. There we go. I think. Oh, yeah, that's correct. That wasn't too bad. Rajadina, welcome. Favorite Blokees Bumblebee? Either the Super Bee from Defender or the EX Rise of the Beasts one. Because that EX Rise of the Beast one is nice. Void, welcome. Why is Blokees still not doing flight stand for all the figures? I don't know why they're not doing a flight stand. I don't think everybody needs a flight stand, but a few here and there would be kind of nice. We did get one for Swoop, though. Okay. So then we need a 3. Cool. That's exactly what I needed. A 3, 6. We need 6. Blokees Classic Class Iron Man Mark 85. Yes, I want to get that one so bad. I'm tempted to just straight up buy it because I don't know if Blokees is going to send that one. And it looks so good to me. It honestly looks like one of the best Iron Man figures that I've seen in a while. Outside of Hot Toys. It's so good looking. Optimus, Bumblebee, and upcoming Wheeljack? Is Rumble the same height as Galaxy version? I don't know yet. We have not built him. But we will find out once we do build him. I'll grab a couple Galaxy version figures to compare. That's an ugly nub. There we go. There is, looks like 2 cassette pieces, perhaps. There's this one, and then there's also a transformed, looks like Laserbeak. Ah, yes. Very, very nice and seamless. Then we need A1 again. A1, 11. Ultraman flight stand. Would you ever do ranking of every secret? Potentially. Again, that was probably one that I would have to just use pictures for some of them because I don't have all of them. I still need, like I said, I still need Marvel Wave 3. And I have a handful of the Transformers secrets that I do not have. I don't think it matters which one. Yeah, these are both 3, so it doesn't matter. So this is going to go right here. I need to make sure not to, like, build it off screen. I do that sometimes with the stream. I just, like, move it towards myself, not realizing that, oh, people can't see it now. See the Classic Class Captain America prototype? No, I didn't. Did they show off a prototype? Because, so, I've seen from Marvel, they showed off Thor and Hulk from Ragnarok for the next wave, which I am so excited for. I love that movie. But I have not seen, a Cap. You think you should post more gaming videos or reviews? Honestly, that's really up to what you enjoy, because here's the thing. If you do YouTube stuff and you don't enjoy what you're doing, there's not much point in doing it. Unless somebody's like, hey, I'll pay you to have this be like a day job or something. Otherwise, it's just like, why? Oh, I see. A little bit of offset. And then we need to add a joint. So this, we got a click. Oh, it makes the armor move. Look at this. Pop. Yeah, that's really cool. That's fantastic. Is that in all the way? Does that click? Ah, it does. Forward and back, side to side. Interesting. Not the best in terms of... Is there a rotation? Oh, yeah, there is. Not much, but... So he's definitely somewhat limited in the ankles. Okay. We are launching into the foot, which is the last part of him before we have to assemble him. And then we add his extra weapons and stuff. So we're getting there. We're getting there. We've only been going for an hour. I reviewed some Blokees Pokemon stuff. I'm not a Pokemon person, so I don't think I'm the best person to do that. Woe to something for Gundam has had like 10 years. Yes, but even Gundam doesn't do it for every kit. So it's still pretty cool when it pops up. There's only a handful that do that. Like, even a lot of master grades don't do that. You can find it from time to time. Moving knees and moving leg armor and stuff. But, again, they don't all have it. So it's always of note when that feature pops up, in my opinion. Aerial bots combined into Superion. That's what I heard is the rumor for the next combiner, but I don't know if that's true. See, mainline Transformers stuff. It seems like that. Taking every franchise. Blokees eventually will have a monopoly over all toys. Will I review Blokees Ultraman? I don't know anything about Ultraman. So I don't know that I'm the right person to review them, the Ultraman stuff, because there are other people that know them way better. Although I don't know if there's a lot of people doing those. But yeah, I just don't know it. At least with Transformers, I had a baseline for knowing a bit about what it is, and I already had characters that I liked and whatnot. But Ultraman, I don't know it at all. You just built yours yesterday, your fingers still hurt. Fortunately, I have had many long years of finger training from building Lego, then Gundam, then Mega. So, I have a bit of resilience in that regard. Okay, so we're going to do this again. Pop that there. Oh yeah, it just doesn't have a ton of articulation. I guess that's fine. I'm always going to vouch for having a little bit more because articulation is nice, but hey, this is not horrible. And then we'll do this again. Pop that in place. Blastoise. What's with all the question marks? Wave 11 is the best wave. Okay, foot. We have a foot. And now we're going to do... Yeah, I didn't realize that this piece moved. That's sick. Yeah, so we're going to grab this piece again. And this piece again. Blokees are so satisfying to build. That's true. That is true. Take wood pieces. Oh. Hey, that's actually not a bad idea. I have never heard of anybody doing that before, but that's pretty clever, I have to say. Okay, there's this. And then we need these big pieces again. Once I build an assembly once, it feels quicker to build the second one. Probably because I actually know a bit of what I'm doing. How do you get Blokees to send you stuff to review? I just reached out to them a while back. So here's the thing. You can't just reach out to companies and say, hey, can you send me stuff without having something to offer them. So if you have a channel that hasn't been built up yet in terms of views and whatnot, there's not a whole ton of reason for people to send you stuff. The whole point of companies sending stuff is so that it's like a mutual benefit here. So for Blokees, they're getting coverage without having to pay their own team to do it. And for me, I'm getting stuff that I don't necessarily have to pay for, which means it's a little easier for me to do the videos because I don't have to worry about the return as much in terms of like money. So you can't just be like, hey, just give me stuff if you don't have anything to offer them, if that makes sense. Which one's the favorite? Honestly, mine is Defender as well. I love the little guys. The little guys are just great. I like all the other ones, but Defender ones are the ones that I get most excited for whenever there's a new wave. Action Edition Builder. Use cutters to make it easier. Again, you could. It would make it cleaner. The cut's cleaner. It wouldn't make it easier, though. At least the way that I'm building it. Okay, so we have this. I like the little bits of detail sticking out, like the volume control there. And we'll pop this on. Cool, cool. And then we pop this. Really got to make sure I line up these pegs. There we go. So we got that. And then we're going to need, yes, the hinge bit. Is Blokees going to make Star Wars? Yes. Hey, Mad Goji Motions, welcome. Yes, Blokees has the Star Wars license, and I believe it's fall that they're going to start revealing that stuff. Connect to Rumble's back. Just keep that in mind. Oh, interesting. Is the laser beak different? I believe it is, yes. I think this one has a bit more detail and more articulation in some ways, and less articulation in other ways. I can always grab him. Grab the old one, because I've got the old one from Megatron. Okay, there's that. And I need my little slider bit. We're slowly getting through the parts. Build a couple of model kits and save confidence is much easier. It is easier. Yes, you're 100% right. For Gundam, it is easier. But Blokees makes their pieces so they're not that connected to the parts, or to the runners. So it's supposed to be easier. It's supposed to be easier to pop them off, which it is. And sometimes they pop off. Oop, that's upside down. Sometimes they pop off in the bag, which can be a bit of a downside. That does not often happen for Gundam. Okay, can I get this in? Okay, there's one part. There we go. Boom, got it. Blokees do other classes for bigger characters. I don't know. I feel like that would make sense, but I don't know if that's what they're going to do. If that's the route they'll take. Alright, so we need this. We need this. We need this. And then I need a piece from A3. Oh no, I lost a runner. This Soundwave can make sound. Yes, correct. I will show that off once he is assembled. And then we need this. And then we need this. I like this red color. It's a very flat red. It almost looks painted, but it's not. It's just a really nice color. Fantastic color. I would love them to use that for like Optimus and stuff. Okay, so we have that. So this is going to go up top. Cool. There's one there. Assemble this side. Assemble this side. Cover that up with some detail. And then we have... That did not actually stick on. That was an impressive sounding click, but... Oh, yep, and then he's got the shifting bend to the knee, which is cool. Very, very cool. Oh. Not the way to pose it that way. Oh yeah, let me put the joint on. Okay. Just a click, put his foot on. So that has more articulation, but then when you pop it on all the way, he has less. Yeah, so he's got the... How do I... There. This is supposed to come out. Oh yeah, so that opens up like that. Okay, so let's put this guy together. We've got all his parts, his main parts anyway. So let's attach them. So we're going to put on the waist unit. Well, I'm trying anyway. There we go. Kind of. There we go. Yeah, he's got an ab crunch. I think he's got a little bit of a side-to-side tilt, but not a ton. Just fine. Oh, that feels already so much tighter than Megatron. Yeah, I don't think he's going to fall over nearly as much. All right, and we got that. The butterfly is definitely the loosest part here. That is not a tight butterfly. I often don't like butterfly joints because, in my experience, they just end up being loose. Is this on? No, it is not. Wait, is this one? No, that one's not even on. Okay. How the heck am I supposed to get this on? There we go. Okay, so to get it on, you kind of have to pull this out and put your finger up underneath. There we go. And then, so he will stand. And then we will put his head on. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, I just realized he's doing the the thing with his finger. He can point. Okay, so you guys want to see the sound feature? You can barely understand what this man is saying. Also, his eye glow is not that deep of red. It's a bit more pinkish. His thumb is only articulated on a single ball joint. All right, so yeah, he feels overall, just right off the bat, he feels a lot better to me to pose. He feels like he's actually holding his poses more. So we've got him there, and we need to build his little cannon because we're going to need this. We're going to need this. And we're going to need this. We need, where's 15? We need 15. Oh, guess all of the parts for this are on 15. So I'm going to take this and drop it for a moment before actually assembling it. And so we're going to put this like this, and we need 34. Interesting. So yeah, 34 needs to go there. And then 32, I guess, goes up from underneath. There we go. Hardhead TF Reviews, welcome! Thought they were record scratches initially. Is he even speaking English? He is. He is. It's just very, very hard to understand. 30 and 29. But hey, it's a model kit that makes noise, so that's interesting in of itself. But yeah, he is a bit hard to understand. He does say eject a bunch of times, though, so that's kind of cool. Okay, so there's that. Now I need the shell. The shell for the gun. Da-da-da. That is A2, 4, 3, and 4. Okay. Speaking like buildable Decepticon. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Okay, so then we take this. No, we take this one. And then this needs to go in here. And then this goes on over top. Okay. Oh, yeah, I see. And then this. Okay, cool. Let me grab the. What do they call this? Rocket launcher. They call this his rocket launcher gun. Yeah, so we have this. This is going to attach onto here. We just peg that onto there. Then we peg this onto there. So then this hinges here. You got Action Edition Megatron and Defender Wave 3 is arriving soon. Nice. Very nice. Okay, so that hinges, and then we will take this and plug it into his back. Now he has his proper... Ooh. It's backwards. Looking at the thing is backwards. Oh, wait, how did I forget that? Wait, when did they tell me to put that on? His backpack. His back is very incomplete looking at the moment. When did they tell me to do that? Did I miss that entire step? Ah, so I did. Well, easy remedy. Is that not a minigun? I'm pretty sure it is a rocket launcher. I don't think that they were wrong there. In Transformers 1, he shot sound waves out of it, but I don't know how accurate that is to G1. I'll pose his fingers up later so it looks a little better. Oh, this can rotate too, so that's absolutely fantastic. His head is a little limited in the movement, but enough to get some nice posing. So we got that. Whoa, my knees are starting to go numb. I need to stand up. And then we can have his actual blaster, which I think can be mounted onto his back. Pretty sure. So we got that. We need this silver end piece. And then we need a couple of parts from A3. Never uses his shoulder cannon in G1. I guess it's just there for looks. All right, here's the handle. And I guess it can be mounted to his back, but not shot from his back. I guess that's what's going on here. Okay, so it is this one. So we're going to attach this on there. And this goes on here, like that. All right, we pop this on like this, and then this comes down and clamps it all. And then we need these bits here. Pop those all off. I think this is the last part of actual Soundwave, and then after that we can start building his little minions. Eject so many times because he's ejecting all of his cassettes. Yeah. I think he says the names of the the critters that he's ejecting. Okay, there's that. Then there is that. And we attach on that. So is this how he mounts it onto his back? Yeah, I guess that can be put onto his back like that. And then when I don't want him to have it stored away, then you pull it out. This you fold down. This you expand. And then it becomes his gun. Yeah, the handles are still a little bit, like it just kind of is there, but. Gotta pose his fingers just right. There we go. Now he's got his gun as well. Yeah, this joint right here is the loosest bit. The first line was yeah, he said Decepticon Master, I'm yours to command. That was one of his lines. One, he said Operation Destruction. And the other one, he said the names of some of his little guys and said eject. Okay. Now we build Laserbeak. So go ahead and pop these off. There's two different parts for this. You can have him with either the peg version, so he can perch on Soundwave's arm, or not. And I think it's a lot easier to swap the parts on this one. Yeah, it looks to be. And then I need H1 again. The runners are all getting empty, but this, yeah. So this is his little neck. And then his little bird head is here as well. Okay, pop that off. We sandwich this together. This is definitely a bit more complex right from the get-go. Oh, that's not the actual peg. Okay, and then his little eye section. There we go. And then we put his neck in place. Is that as far in as it goes? Seems to be. H1, 9. Put it like this. Oh, interesting. He literally just gets that tall. Oh, yeah. This is where he loses some articulation because his wings can't really go up and down. The old one could go up and down. This one can't. So, or wait, can it? It might be able to. Ah, the top won't go back on. I don't need more spilled water in here. Okay, here's our little pegs. Pegs here. Laserbeak. War for Cybertron has indentations. Interesting. Is there actually a little Laserbeak figure that you can get with them? Oh, it goes here. Oh, it has... Okay. think I understand now. I'm pretty sure this guy has all the articulation then. Because that was the only thing it was missing. Rumble, blue, frenzy, red. Okay, so it does matter which way this is put in. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Yeah, now he's got the flappy motion. That's what I was looking for. Okay, we got that. Oh, wait, what? The wings can slide forward and back? Huh? So we do that, and then we pop this on over top. Oh, he's got the little jet boosters and everything. Yeah, his wings can slide forward and back. And he can, in fact, bend them. Now, if he wanted to perch, I guess his wings would have to turn around backwards. Oh, wait, no, he doesn't need to. Because he can fold them and do that. Yes. Okay. This so far seems like it's just better. It's just a better laser beak. Rumble is blue. Yeah, we get Rumble. We get Rumble in this set. All right, we have our little bird here. Laser beak. He is... Oh, gosh, I'm throwing him. He has a lot of thrusters. Can you focus, please? Yeah, there we go. He has a bunch of thrusters. He looks like he can get some speed. Whee! I guess his legs don't really do anything while he flies. It just folds up underneath him. So there's that. Actually, let me grab the other one really quick. I think he's in here. Ah, yes, here he is. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So, wait, I thought there were the guns. Oh, no. So, we've got, this is the original one, and this is the new one. So there's more color separation for the head on this guy, but less for the wings. This guy has the guns. He's also a lot more difficult to swap the legs out, and also his wings don't rotate. So this one we can, well, that's not the way to do it. This one we can turn the wings like this for landing mode, whereas this guy just moves up and down. So this one seems to be an upgrade for the most part because there's more detail overall. I would say the new one's an upgrade. Oh yeah, and we have to build little tiny transformed Soundwave because we get that too. Wait, is this not the right way to assemble it? Oh, apparently not. Okay. There we go. Transformed mini Soundwave. There we go. Next we build... Oh yeah, I forgot. We have Ravage. Ravage comes next. So we get the little dog head. Cat head. Is he a cat or a dog? I think he's a cat. Little jaw. Oh wait, we have an empty runner. We can toss that aside. And now we have another empty runner. Did I make a video on Shining version 2? I have not finished it. I have started it and I need to finish it. It will come, don't worry. Please shout out me. Again, I don't just randomly shout out people because there's not much point in giving a shout out to somebody who I don't know what type of content they make if they make content. Because otherwise it's just It's just me saying pay attention to this person, and we're all here to just enjoy the build, not necessarily try to fight for attention. Oh, well, would you look at that? He's got a moving jaw. Look at that. Shining version 3 build stream when? Soon, because I have it. I just need to actually do it. It was going to be today, but then this guy arrived, and that changed plans. Which I am personally fine with. So we got that. Where is the other? Here it is. These runners are getting so empty. Okay, so then we have the tail. And then this pops on over the top. And then, oh yeah, that's what these are for. Ratbat's a little scary looking. He looks less fun than the other ones. Okay. Pop that on. He's very flat. Chester, wow, that's quite a last name. I appreciate the support. Even if I can't say your entire name. The cassettes. You just want the cassette? Well, buy the set, build the cassette guys, and then just sell off Soundwave. Somebody probably wants him for like customs or something. Also, I did it again. I assembled a piece before I was supposed to. Oh, there we go. Have I watched the rest of Bavers? No, I still haven't. I'm still behind. I've been so busy that I haven't had time to watch it. Oh, hey guys, look, he's just a snake. He's a snake now. You didn't know that? That looks so cursed. I don't like that. Okay, so now we need his feet. There we go. Pop these all off. And then that, oh, I also need those little rockets. That bat may seem scary, but he's actually the cutest one of the 4. Do the cassettes transform? No, the Blokees doesn't really do transforming. They are model kits. Okay. I think I understand what's going on here. I think. So we have this. This is going to be a part that attaches. And this is a 4-leg, so we need this piece, I think. Maybe? Am I getting this wrong? Oh, I am getting this wrong. This is a back leg. Okay, well, let's try this again. We have this. And we have this. And so then we need hind leg. Yeah, that fits. And then... no, that goes around the other way. Okay, we'll get there eventually. We're getting there. Are there more cover pieces? I feel like I don't have all of them. Oh yeah, a couple of them are in H3. There we go. Pull the AM9 Transform Galaxy version. Should you test your luck? See if you get the laugh? I mean, I'd say try it. Why not? No, not that one. Wait, where'd the other one go? I didn't pop it out. Okay. Ratbat was the leader of the Decepticons? What the heck? How? How did he get to being the leader? G1 Transformers was crazy. Okay. We're making progress now, I think. Yes. There we go. So he does have... Oh, he can fold up a little bit. He does have some articulation. This is also hind leg. Okay. And then we need our last one, which is a foreleg. Cool. So now, we'll do this. He is very articulated, actually. Look at that. The neck doesn't move all that much, but he's got the ability to fold up some. He's got a massive bend here. You can get him in a good prowling pose. Here. Uh-oh. What happened to my face cam? Oh, I see. I didn't turn on the power to my phone. The phone died. Oops. Well, guess I should have seen that coming. The small screen died. I know. It'll be back up in a second. We just ran out of power. Are we back? There we go. There we go. So, there we go. Look at him. It's so hard to show things on that camera because it's mirrored for me. Okay, Ratbat's turn. Get this set for Rumble. Yeah, Rumble's the one I'm most excited to build out of all of these guys. And of course, he's the last one. He's got little drill hands. It's hilarious. So we got this. Where are those thrusters at? H1. Oh, I see them. I see them. Ravage looks amazing. Why is everyone commenting numbers? I think somebody's trying to pull a specific figure. This feels very Gundam-like, putting these little thrusters on. Okay, so we got this. This is going to go over here. Oh yeah, we have this strange pink color. This is a color I have not seen Blokees use before. Just go ahead and pop all these off. Go. Then we can just discard this runner. Apply another pose for Soundwave. Well, at the moment I'm building. We'll get him into another pose when we're about to end. But I want to try to get the build done first. What? Where's the other one? Oh, what the heck? I discarded it too soon. There's his little jaw on here, which is a absolutely micro-sized piece. Look at that. That's a piece. Why do you have XP? XP is a thing that YouTube added. So, like, the more people talk, then they end up with more XP. It's just something YouTube decided to do. I don't really know why. Your Toymation Fest entry has been received. Very nice. I may help with the judging for that. We'll see. It depends on, like, what the timing is. Flames, don't spam. Spamming's not gonna do it. I mean, I don't know, it might, but don't spam. Because then I'll have to mute you. Because then nobody can talk if you're just spamming. What games do I play daily? Well, I try not to play daily, per se, because there's only so much that playing games can be good. But my go-to are Minecraft and Helldivers and Halo. Those are the ones that if I'm like, hey, I want to play something, those are the three that I typically go for. All right, looks like Ratbat's going to get some articulation. Oh, I think this is done as well. Yeah, that's done. That's done. Oh, his jaw is so small. There we go. Wee little jaw. And then wait, why is he so squat? He's so squat. Oh, that's funny. He can spread his wings like this. His head doesn't have a ton of articulation because of the way he's made, but oh, here he is. A little stubby Ratbat. So yeah, I guess he can like fold his wings and land like this. He's got a tiny bit of articulation for his legs. He's so squat. Okay, it is now... Oh, look at that. He's got a tiny little face. It's now time for Rumble. I can say right away, I think he's a bit different in scale than Galaxy Brain. We're classified as insane. What? Who put who in jail? Well, see, I don't know if it counts spamming as the same sort of ranking. Okay, so we're gonna do this. His head is so small. Please do not fall out. Thank you. His head looks like a little tiny Soundwave head. He looks like his dad. He's got a little bit of articulation for the head. Not a ton, though, because he's got these things on his shoulders. We'll pop his little guns. These little guns he can hold them, or they can go on his back. Like this. And then... Oh, I forgot. There's a whole light blue runner. Pile driver. Yeah, the pile driver. He's got so many options. He's got drills. He's got pile drivers. It's really cool, actually. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Then we need the arm bits. Then we have his leg bits. Come on now. There we go. Want Pax for the Matrix. But Pax poses so well. He looks so cool. Just from the posing. I honestly think he's worth it just because of that. Like, he poses so good. Does it matter which side? Oh, I guess it does a little bit. Yeah, it's just a single ball joint for that part. It's almost looking like there's going to be extra parts. Yeah, okay, there's that. Because if it were that way, then it would not bend as far. Got his little tiny fists. Pop this together. This is a very stiff connection. Keep trying to put this on back. Oh, no, I keep trying to put it on backwards. And then we give him his little hand. There we go. Yeah, he's for sure smaller than Galaxy version. All right. These. All right. And that is a very clean runner. We play Grow a Garden. Well, JGANKY, hopefully I'm saying that right. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. We will hopefully see you around. Nope, that's the wrong piece. There we go. This is a very different build. They definitely, you can see how they went to get this as minimal as possible. But he still seems to have a decent amount of articulation. Get so annoyed when people confuse Soundwave with Optimus. Wait, what? People do that? How do you confuse this with Optimus? They don't look alike. Like, at all. Closer in scale with the small Defender dudes. That's what it looks like. Alright, so we're going to pop this on. And there he is. So here is... Whoa! Here is a Galaxy version figure. So Rumble is like a head shorter. And then I don't have any close by. So let me go grab... We'll grab a Soundwave. This is Soundwave next to Rumble. This is the Galaxy version. Or sorry, Defender version. Yeah, the hands look very similar. That's pretty nice. He still gets some decent posing. Yeah, I mean, that's not half bad. I think even if he was like a standalone, I'd be kind of happy with that. So now we need to build the little pile drivers. Ranking Fembot for how attractive it is. It's a robot. I don't get that. It's a robot. I will not be doing those rankings. I do not understand the obsession with the female bots. They're literally robots. They're alien robots. Don't think that's how the showrunners intended people to be fans of those characters. So this guy, does this guy count as a mini-con? Is Rumble a mini-con? Because if they want to do more mini-cons like this, I think that would be great. Leg colors. I have not seen Rumble, so, or I haven't seen him like in the show or whatever for a while. Cautious Cone, thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Does he talk? Yes, he does. Oh, that turned the light on. There you go. Yes, he is a mini-con. Okay. Yeah, more mini cons like this would be great, in my opinion. Okay, so we need this. Wait, no, that's wrong. This one. The flap goes like this. The pile driver part goes like that. I think that's correct. We're just about done, actually. Looks like there are going to be some extras. I'm not going to build the stand on stream because, frankly, that's a somewhat boring build. It's not that fun to watch, so we won't bother with that on the stream. Oh, I should probably put it on the right way. So the pile driver things can go forward and back. Now, actually, what I want to equip him with is the drills. I think these drills look brilliant. Clip over the arms. Yeah, I'll show you guys. So the pile drivers, you do this, you hinge this open, and then you put the arms in like that, and then fold it over. So you do not have to do any sort of replacing or whatnot. He's just got it on there now. And then you can just hinge that open, and then it pops off. And then for the drills, you pop the hands off and pop the drills on. I think that's really cool. Drill hand bot. Also, that sounds like a great weapon. He can also hold his guns, but here we go. Here is a little rumble. Look at that. Yeah, I think for Rise of the Beast, basically it was just like, oh yeah, it doesn't seem like it's doing that good. Let's just forget about it mostly, like toy wise. Oh, the drills can articulate a little bit on the hands. He's so funny. Oh yeah, and then I forgot. Bruh, his position right now is not a good standing one. There we go. I forgot about the cassette. So this is actually not a blank cassette and a normal one. It's actually laser beak. So we do this. Oh, we not hold. And then we do that. There we go. He's got it in there. Let's see. We'll make him do the 2-finger point. How easy is it to balance him? See? That's not too bad. And we have our little dudes running. Oh, wait a minute. Yeehaw. He's a cowboy now. And there's the extra bits. There's those extra bits. Let's see. Nothing on this runner. Nothing on this runner. Nothing on this one. There's a couple bits left on this one. This might be used for the stand. And okay, maybe there's not extra parts. Let's see the... oh yeah, you can store both his guns on his back. Oh! Bruh. This is not supposed to be so loose in there. He's supposed to have those pieces in there. That's why we pay attention. Typically, this would not be as much of a problem, but, you know, kind of an odd choice. I think they wanted the variation. Pablo is a good design. Pablo is not a good design. Why would you say such a thing? He's not. Oh, okay. There's actually cassette detail, like the little tape, spinning tape deck bit. It's actually on here. Okay, that's more like it, and then you pop that in there. Okay, it's still loose. That just gives detail. There. There we go. That is pretty good. I would say that's a pretty nice. Kit. I like it more than Megatron. That's for sure, because you know, I can actually pose him. Here, let me grab poor Megatron for a second. This is my Megatron currently. He has no legs because he can't have legs. It's broken. So that's sad, but not much I can do about it now, aside from potentially getting some 3D prints done. Can I bring Ravage to the camera again? I can. In fact, what I could do, let's see. Let me bring this in focus. We'll get the main camera on him. So here is Ravage. He's got the moving jaw. He's got moving legs. This can fold like that. He can. Why can he do this? Why can he do this? Meow. There he is. We'll bring our little Minicon up as well. Look at him. He's kind of amazing. I think this is great. And then we will bring Ratbat. Ugly looking little feller. His jaw also moves. And then Laserbeak again. The classic. And then here's miniature Soundwave in there. And then I'll just grab Soundwave himself. He feels pretty solid. Like, he does not feel nearly as floppy as Megatron did. And we can do our little... Oh. Here, put your arm down for a second, bud. And then we've got the cassette. It's pretty nice. It just fits right in there. Clips into place. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Again, I definitely am a bigger fan of the... whoa, he's got an ab crunch. I'm a bigger fan of the littler guys, but this is an absolutely fantastic, like, if you want a larger scale type of thing, this is absolutely fantastic. There's his lights on. I wish it was more red, but it's kind of nice. You can trigger it the first time and the voice won't play. Then you trigger it a second time. Not too shabby. Refocus back down here. So I think we've done it. We have completed Soundwave. Oh. We have completed Soundwave. Can I get him into a fist? Here. Boy, make a fist. His fingers are definitely fiddly to pose. Make a fist. There we go. That's a decent fist. He's very blocky, so he's somewhat... that's not a pun intended, but that ended up being a pun. He is very top-heavy because he's literally a box on legs. But, hey, he still poses pretty well. Will a review of Soundwave happen? Yeah, I think so. I don't see why not. Soundwave superior. Can we perch him up here? No. He'll perch here, though. Look at that. He fits on the throne, too. With all his little minions. Very nice. Very nice indeed. All right. We have come to the end. I think that looks pretty slick. I'm pretty happy with him. We've been getting a lot of Soundwave stuff recently, and I'm honestly all for it. We got the tiny guy, we got the big guy, we got the classic class, we got a lot of Soundwaves. So it's probably time for me to do a Soundwave, every Blokees Soundwave video. I think that would be pretty good. So we have a lot of Soundwave. Soundwave fans are eating good. The guy who talks every time. I don't know how the leaderboard. I don't know how the leaderboard works, to be completely honest. It's just kind of there. It's an extra little bit of fun, I guess, while you're in a stream. But yeah, that is the end. So we're gonna wrap up. I'm gonna pray us out as usual. And the Shining build, I'll figure out a time to work that in soon. Oh, before we end off, though. I want to say, for those of you who are not in the Blokees fan Discord, you should join. Because I have a whole bunch. This is not even all of it. I'm just bringing in some. Some to show you. See all this stuff? Got some Marvel stuff. This case, this is not a full case, but there's a bunch of figures in here as well. All these things are going to be given away at some point through the Blokees fan Discord. So if you're not already in there, highly recommend you go and join. The link is in the pinned comment and description of basically all of my Blokees reviews. So you can just go to the most recent one, which was Defender 3, and join up because yeah, I have a lot of Blokees stuff to give away. So go join because there are Blokees waiting to be won. All right. So that being said, I'll go ahead and pray us out now. So Lord, just thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for the hobbies that we can have, all of the fun things that we can do with model kits and all the various hobbies that we have represented by this channel and all the people who come and watch. Lord, you've given us quite a bit more than we deserve, and so I just want to say thank you. Thank you for all of this. I ask that all the people that join, that you would just give them a safe and enjoyable rest of their weekend, and that we would be able to come back with another stream next weekend. Pray this in Jesus' name. Amen. So thank you guys very much for sticking through the entirety of this 2-hour build. I think that 2 hours for such a large figure is really not that bad. Like a master grade, I think I would take a lot longer. So I'm overall pretty happy with it. Definitely happy with the upgrades that they've done. So I will hopefully do a review for this. I don't know when that'll be out yet, but I'll probably start working on it soon. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys next time. Now I have to actually press the button. I always say, I'll see you guys next time, and then I have to press the button.